Why have video games?
What's up with YouTube today? It's so, slow. Slow.
Games become so terrible in recent years?
The day video games were ruined forever. Oh boy. I'm trying to think. It must have happened like mid-2010s. It must have started then.
You know, games used to make me forget the real world existed. Hours would literally disappear. You'd look up
Is it the horse armor? Dude, you know what? You're actually right. It might be the start of the horse armor.
at the time and realize you'd missed dinner and you didn't even care. As
So
when I look
true.
back on those times, it all just felt so pure and simple.
It was the day they announced the sequel to Last of Us 2, but there is no Last of Us 2. What are you talking about? It's such a shame. Last of Us 1 was really good. It could have been really based if they make a Last of Us 2, but they never did.
Like the developers had built something for you to just enjoy,
Shame.
with no strings attached once you purchased the game from the store and loaded it up. It was a
Aw.
ritual to stand outside waiting.
It makes me so sad. I never went to a game shop or a GameStop. Ladies and gentlemen, brand new Space Cat GamerSubs Metal Cup and Mousepad and T-shirt alert. Only for a limited amount of time. Use code SCOOCHN to grab yours today. I never had this experience.
For the new game, going around the entire store
Bro.
browsing
What? I didn't have it.
the physical copies. Gaming shops would be full of people, all just looking around
GameStop.
wanting to play new things, or just testing out new games in store.
Just a
This is
go.
why ownership and player control really was the DNA of the
Remember when you could buy the game and you could load it up anytime onto your computer and it ran even after the service was gone? Pepper Rich Farm remembers.
entire gaming industry. You could play Destiny with your friends every evening after waiting for the hype since Halo. Call of Duty matches that didn't require a credit
Aw.
card to win. Even mobile games like Angry Birds only cost
Oh my god, I completely forgot about Angry Birds. Shit. Bro, like that was like the first big phone game. Oh my god. Fruit Ninja, my beloved. Jesus Christ.
only costs 99 cents with the intention
Tiny Wings. Where's Waldo? Cut the... I remember Cut the Rope. I played Cut the Rope. Oh my god.
that you'd own them forever. Gaming truly was a magical period of
Dude, Fruit Ninja is just like the fidget spinner of fucking mobile games.
a decade ago. But we only realized how amazing we had it when it was taken away from us. And just look at what's replaced it.
No,
Call
I don't want to see. Bro, every time I see a Call of Duty, a FIFA, one of those basketball or whatever games, it's just like, nah.
Call of Duty Black Ops 7 has you fighting giant monsters and dodging massive machetes falling from the sky.
Hey, didn't it happen in World of Warcraft? Isn't there like a gigantic spear or whatever the fuck in the planet? Yeah,
Zombies everywhere, physics breaking brain rot that looks like Fortnite. Because when you look back now, that did a golden era has
What do you mean you don't have zombies in real life? Come on, have you been ever like to an underground? Have you seen people on the metro? There are definitely zombies.
just completely
Yeah,
shattered.
the sort of silliness.
You get pummeled with microtransactions for things that should just be free. You simply can't
I love my battle pass. For $150, I can get 18,500 points? Bro, what a deal. It's only 150. That's like nothing. Slop, yum. I love slop.
compete or win without burning through
Yum, yum,
cash,
yum.
even though you've paid for the game. Sometimes the game promised won't even
Is that grandma? Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Grandma knows best voice pack. Okay, I would buy that. Listen, grandma fucking knows best. It's only $4. I'm buying that.
work if you don't get the next DLC.
I will just have gamer subs with code Scooochan, grandma's ashes with grandma knows best voice pack. Mwah, chef kiss. What else would you like?
And then when the game does eventually dry up,
Yeah.
you're left sitting on thousands of dollars worth
Okay, Bioshock was really, really good though. Bioshock. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Yeah. Brotato.
Dollars worth of purchases that vanish into nothing. Zero
Booker, catch! Booker, catch!
value, zero transferability. But here's the bit that most people overlook. This isn't just about gaming getting worse. It's about something far more insidious that's spreading.
Dude, it's like Wall-E. I am... You will never have a good wallpaper. Bro, this is the future. I can smell it. Oh no, look at the Red Bull. Oh my god, everyone is Red Bulled out of their balls. Is that a fluffy alpaca? Oh my god, there's so many Red Bull. I only notice it now. There is Red Bull everywhere. Oh my god.
Into every corner of our lives. It's getting clear that the studios that once built the worlds we loved helped pioneer a system that's now cannibalizing everything. From the
Rest in peace, Bungie. I am so curious about the stats when Marathon will come out. I am so curious.
products we buy to how we consume entertainment to getting an entire generation of children addicted to gambling, and ultimately how corporations keep us hooked on things that make us miserable, all whilst robbing us of our money. Now at this
Bro, Darkwood. I would never play Darkwood. Darkwood is so scary. It's such a stressful fucking game. I feel like I would have my stomach up in my ass. No, my ass is down. I would up in my throat. Yeah, that's up.
Now at this point it almost just seems obvious that this is the way the gaming industry is, but it never would have seemed possible back in the golden era of gaming, which wasn't even that long ago. Rushing home from school, throwing your bag down, racing to turn on the console before anyone else would claim the TV. When you had no work, no to-do list grating at the back of your mind, all you wanted to do is just keep playing. Whether it be Fallout, Elder Scrolls, World of Warcraft, Knights of the Old Republic, Destiny, Mass Effect, The Witcher, the original Borderlands, GTA, Halo, Age of Empires, Call of Duty.
Age of Empires. Oh my god, I want to play Age of Empires.
It doesn't even matter. There were so many crazy good games, but all of them were similar in the fact that they gave you something the real world couldn't. A place where your decisions actually mattered, where you could socialize with people you wouldn't normally talk to. At school,
Remember when Discord was cool and they didn't want to steal your face and your information and your ID and literally everything you are? Yeah, I remember. It was like 2 weeks ago or something.
you just felt like another kid in the crowd staying with the same friend group. But in a game, you had control and power, all while having lots of fun and socializing. It was genuinely escapism in its purest form. You could spend your Saturday completely alone, lost in these massive worlds, but it didn't feel lonely. It just felt like an adventure, it felt wholesome, stimulating, but it was also
I remember when I was still in high school and I really got into an MMORPG, but so bad that I woke up at 5 a.m. just so that I can grind a little bit before 7 a.m. and before going to school, only to rush home without like doing anything. Rush home. I was at home already at like 2 and I was grinding more till like 4 or like 5 when my parents came home. Then I pretended to study, only then to continue grinding. Oh man, homework. It was only when they came home and said, "Oh yeah, I have been working. I've been studying. What the fuck?" Of course.
social in a way that it isn't now. That's why Saturday mornings meant coordinating with friends hours in advance. Why pizza nights in someone's basement for Halo tournaments felt more important than anything else. Gaming didn't just entertain us, it
I never had that.
built our social world.
Much.
It gave us a sense of community in an age of loneliness.
You know, I never realized as a kid that we were poor. But now looking back at it, I think we might have been poor. Fuck. Welcome. Hey, no shit. I never noticed, you know, like there was no
What was
comparison.
the crack you were addicted to called?
It was either Lineage 2 or Ragnarok Online. I was switching in between the two and I was obsessed with it. I couldn't fucking, oh my god. It was so good. Both of them were so good. Lineage, yeah. It was so good. I didn't want to sleep, man. Ragnarok Online Enjoyer, bro. We had like a little local guild And it was just so fucking good. We had like a Hungarian server, and oh my god, it was so fun.
Play endlessly with friends and strangers who became friends, sometimes even meeting them in real life. Some of your deepest childhood friendships were forged in these digital environments, it was for me at least. But that's when you realize that something about those experiences felt fundamentally different. Games used to respect our curiosity and intelligence, painstakingly crafted so every detail was exquisite and perfect. They required you to think strategically, to pay attention, to engage rather than...
But listen, have you considered that Sony is going to make an AI that if you get stuck now, it will continue the game for you? Have you considered that you don't have to think anymore, just consume the slop? That would be really nice. Some nice delicious slop. Yum yum yum.
mindlessly consume. That respect for the player, companies build their
Now
own...
get yellow painted AI. Why would you call out Resident Evil like that? Huh? Now why would you bring up Resident Evil? Why would you... Why would you do that to me?
entire reputation on it. Take Bethesda's Morrowind in 2002, a vast detailed environment containing loads of cool creative architecture and some 200...
Bro, there is something so charming about it. It's like, it looks, you know, it doesn't have too many polygons in it, but it had like atmosphere or something. It actually looks like, wow, I am on an alien world. This is fucking amazing.
Cool creative architecture and some 200 books documenting the world's history. It's actually unbelievable how much work went into this, and all that hard work did pay off massively. Oblivion then arrived in 2006 and instantly topped it. Then it was Skyrim in 2011, which blew people's minds again, selling even more copies. It is still one of the best-selling games of all time, with a 96 Metacritic score and 227 gaming awards. These games were among the best for giving people total autonomy.
That's a lot of game awards, holy shit.
And control. You can go anywhere, do anything, ignore the main quest entirely and just wander into a cave, find a random book that tells you the history of some obscure guild from 300 years ago, or just find yourself immersed in a questline you had no idea existed. I'm sure we all know people who sunk hundreds of hours into Skyrim and still found new things. I used to be an adventurer like you became a meme that transcended gaming itself. Gamers like World of Warcraft became cultural icons, appearing on TV shows like South Park. Everyone relied on Warzone to stay connected with friends in 2022. And you've probably got something else to add to this endless list of amazing gaming experiences.
No, not you. Not you. Not you. Go away. Not you. Photoshop this shit out. No, not you. Go away. Shh. No. These can stay, whatever, but no, not you. No. He could have put like StarCraft on. That was like a big fucking deal back then.
It was practically endless, and you honestly realized that we had it so good before the course of gaming was steered onto a different path that
you can pay $30 a month on Xbox? No thank you.
no one wanted or asked for, because somewhere along the way, games began to change in ways that didn't feel important at first. You might even remember
I was looking at the little Gunner games.
I found my friends on TF2 over a decade ago. Good times.
Bro.
when things started changing around 2014-2015, right?
See, did I tell you? I told you. I bold it. I was like, it has to be the middle of the 2010s. I literally said it. I am so fucking smart.
When corporate money started flooding into gaming like never before. Big tech spotted an industry bigger than Hollywood and wanted exposure. With low interest rates and cheap capital, the culture surrounding...
I said Haramba 2016. Surely Haramba, it cannot be the source of all evil, right? It's not like that. If only we could have saved that monkey. Surely not.
Tech changed too. Move fast and break things became...
It changed when it became mainstream and normies and women joined. You can't say that out loud. You have to whisper it. You have to say it only like this.
The mantra and the patient, methodical strategy that defined the golden era started to break apart. Then came a tidal wave of acquisitions. In 2014 alone, Microsoft bought
Microsoft. You know, I'm actually shocked that they bought Microsoft and Minecraft. I was like, ooh, if Microsoft is going to own it, they're going to do so much work on it. And like there were like updates. It's like, have a bee. Have a random new little skeleton bullshit that shoots in the abyss. Yeah, have another one that is moaning all the time. And I was like, that's it? Bro, the modders work harder.
Which created Minecraft for $2.5 billion.
Well, I mean, it was so much money. I thought that, oh, they are going to make like new areas, new terrains. Like, I remember when they announced that there was like a new biome, and it was like basically a forest that is always dark and rainy. And I was like, wow, so it's the same but darker and more wet. Like, revolutionary. Hello?
Facebook then paid $2 billion for Oculus VR. Amazon grabbed Twitch for nearly $1 billion. And once that happened...
Man, we were cheap bitches. We only cost $1 billion. Fuck.
The floodgates were open. And it never really stopped. Of course, the massive institutional investors like BlackRock, Vanguard, and State Street also quietly became large shareholders in major gaming companies. Unsurprisingly, BlackRock alone owned over 7% of Activision and held major stakes in EA. Crucially, they started to control the voting rights that influenced corporate strategy. Big tech is one thing, BlackRock is another, but what about when entire governments get involved in gaming? Well, this is exactly what happened when EA changed hands at an insane $55 billion. The buyers? Saudi Arabia's public investment fund, Silver Lake Private Equity, and Jared Kushner's investment firm Affinity Partners.
I hate it here. Why can't games just be games? Why can't it be just like chill game developers making games to gamers? Why do we have to have like these rich motherfuckers who have never played a game in their entire fucking life? Because money. It's so exhausting. Like, listen, I'm not really like the hey, we should eat the rich, but I'm just saying cannibalism does seem a little bit tempting when I hear stories like this, you know? I am just like, just let me bring my salt, my MSG, I'm morally flexible.
So the Saudi government now owns the company behind FIFA, Madden, Battlefield, and The Sims. I mean, EA's already hated enough and has already destroyed more cherished studios than any other publisher in history. And I mean systematically.
Dead Space. Bro, we still haven't played Dead Space. I played like the beginning, like 1 hour or something.
Here's how it tends to play out. They acquire an innovative studio, force a live service pivot, meaning pivoting closed loop games to something that evolves constantly with ongoing...
You will see. You know how we had like the Harry Potter game and it was really fucking popular? I guarantee you the next Harry Potter game is going to be like an online multiplayer slop, and it's going to fall so fucking hard. No one is going to play it. Yeah, Hogwarts Legacy. It's going to be freaking awful.
Cost for players, or just set unrealistic sales targets and squeeze the company for everything. Then they shut down when the creative team can't transform a game into a microtransaction factory. So let's start with the biggest names they obliterated. First, we have Westwood Studios, which created Command & Conquer and Pioneered
Command & Conquer,
real-time strategy games. EA bought them in 1998 for $122.5 million. By March 2003, they were gone. One underperforming title, and EA closed them down entirely. The co-founder said the shift from passion to profit took its toll. Then there's
What does that even mean? The shift from passion to profit took its toll. Does it mean you suck them fucking dry and you didn't let them do what they are actually good at, but like you over monetized that shit? Ugh, I hate them.
Frog Productions, who invented the god game genre. We're talking Populous, Theme Park, and Theme Hospital, and Dungeon Keeper. EA absorbed them in 1995, and by 2001, the studio was effectively dead, partly due to pressure from EA and partly because their own bosses succumbed to greed and money. EA eventually forced the team to make licensed Harry Potter games instead. Anthem by BioWare practically failed under EA.
I remember Anthem. Oh man. Ah. Poor Anthem. Jesus. I remember when that came out, everyone was, oh my god, it's gonna be so good, it's gonna be good. And it was like, bro, that was basically almost dead too. Oh man. Anthem is Hygor before Hygor. Oh my god, yes! Aww, baby Hygor.
2, leaving the sequel cancelled. Then we have the case of Visceral Games in October 2017. Their Dead Space series defined survival horror and was profitable, but EA looked at those numbers and said that's not enough. They cancelled.
I'm sorry, that's really, really fucking cool that people like Dead Space, but we cannot really put a battle pass in it, you know? Like, how can we make him like buy costumes or something? Rip Dead Space, bro.
Visceral's ambitious single-player Star Wars game mid-development and shut down the entire studio, meaning 80 developers lost their jobs just like that. But why does this matter? Well, because EA decided single-player games obviously don't make enough money compared to live service games with endless microtransactions, which are a massive part of all of this greed and destruction of video games as a whole. EA brought the very worst form of this to gaming. It's a form of—
Bro, you can gacha for like real people in, I don't know, this is like a football game or something. Really? You get Madden? You have gacha for real people? There's something super weird about that.
Gambling, and they pushed it to kids. This is an outrage that should have been spoken about more by our politicians. Kids are obviously the giant market for video games, and when you push microtransactions, loot boxes, and
I keep thinking about the Rin skin in the fucking Hatsune Miku game, and I'm not over it yet. I'm still grieving. I'm not there yet. Motherfucker, I spent all my coins on it.
in all of this digital form of gambling, you're really just training a habit in kids to gamble when they're older. Which is why they don't want you to just finish the story, be done, and move on.
But my Genshin baddies! I do need the slutty outfit so that I can look up their skirt. Come on.
As you get real satisfaction from that when the credits roll on the campaign and now you're just off to multiplayer. Whereas live service games with endless microtransactions, those never end and neither does the spending. Gaming was changing into something more predatory that ruins people's lives. There were a few early warning signs like
The horns! It was the goddamn horns! Bro, it was in only 2006? That's crazy. That's so early.
There's this infamous horse armor which costs $2.50 back in 2000.
Oh, it was so cheap. Oh, my heart. Oh, remember the microtransactions were only $2.50? Oh my god. $2.50? Bro, I feel like the fucking Loch Ness Monster. I'm just asking for $2.50.
It sparked massive backlash, but it proved that people would pay for in-game equipment. They later tried to monetize Skyrim's modding community and take a big cut of the profits. The community lost its mind, and within 72 hours, Valve pulled the entire thing down.
Oh wow, you guys are making free content? Well, anyways, yoink. It's going to be a little bit of a cut, yoink.
CEO said pissing off the internet costs you $1 million in just a couple of days. Those early in-game monetization attempts are trivial compared to what came next. But before we continue,
The Loch Ness Monster wanted $3.50. Yeah, but I'm a much smaller Loch Ness Monster. That's why I only want $2.50.
I want to thank Clean My Mac for sponsoring today's video, as it's that time of the
No, I don't want it.
games beyond the price you pay in the store. And
What game is that? What is this? 4,700? What game is that? FSX? Tomahawk add-on? I don't know what this is.
advertising games beyond the
Train
price you
sim?
pay in the
Flight
store,
sim?
and they wouldn't let it go.
That's
Call of
crazy.
Duty introduced loot boxes with powerful weapons in Black Ops 3. Destiny took it even further when they locked base game players out of weekly content unless they bought DLCs. Activision even filed a patent for systems designed to manipulate players into buying microtransactions through matchmaking, basically pitting new players against those deeper into the game to force them to upgrade their loadout in order to compete. Mobile game is an even more hellish environment for loot
I don't want to talk about mobile games. I swear to God, every time I have an app, they always have an... Like, even my fucking period tracker has an option that I can pay for it. My period tracker, bitch, I just want to put my period in it. I don't need it to remove the ads and have my imaginary pets smile at me. It literally has like little pets and little skins, and that they remove the ads and they will give you like AI assisted whatever. It's my period tracker. I just want to put it in and then I want to put it out. That's why you use an app. You have a site for it. Sorry. Next time I will just let you guys know. You guys can track it for free.
Does
it have a battle pass? No, but it unironically has this thing that you can watch ads and you can unlock a little pet companion who is on your like front page and it will like smile at you and shit. And I'm like, wow. Amazing.
And laid the groundwork with Candy Crush and Farmville. I mean, just take Angry Birds. When it launched in 2009...
Why not just use a calendar? Because I keep forgetting it and I keep losing it. Is it cute? I think I have like an alpaca or something. I don't know.
It cost 99 cents, a complete game.
I don't really care. I just need to track it because of my endocrinologist. That's all. Your phone has a calendar? Nah, it's alright.
That you owned forever. Because it was made with love and it was a fair transaction, it became a cultural phenomenon. But in 2015, they couldn't let that go. Angry Birds 2 then launched as free-to-play, but with aggressive monetization. Revenue soared 50% annually, and they ended up deleting the original entirely. When fans did petition to bring it back, Rovio re-released it for 99 cents again in 2022. It immediately became the second best-selling paid app.
I'm sorry, gentlemen. From now on, I will make the chat to be monetized. You will have to subscribe if you want to talk to me. Okay, you will have to pay $5 every month just so that you can, monetized. How much is a pack of chats? It's subs, yes. Sure, absolutely. How tized do we have to be? Very. Don't I do that already? No, Skill, I can't.
Then in 2013, they once again deleted it, admitting the paid version had an impact on our wider games portfolio, which in other words means people preferred the version without predatory monetization.
What? People didn't like being robbed? What? That's insane. No, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Ain't no way.
And that was threatening their free-to-play profits.
Crazy.
Genshin Impact generates an average of $1.6 billion in annual revenue, and is another heinous example of loot box mechanics. The system comes with low drop rates for under 1% for top-tier items, costing
I remember my Klee.
Flap, flap, flap.
Flap, flap, flap. I actually had to spend money for Klee. I think that was it. I think I even lost the pity for Klee. And after I got her, I literally rage quit the game. Because I lost the pity and I spent so much money on it, I didn't feel good and I stopped playing it. I was like, fuck this, I'm never playing it again. And I literally never. Who did you lose it to? That Ice bitch. The little girl who doesn't talk. And she's Ice, like Chi-Chi or whatever the fuck her name is. Ooh, I hate her so much.
Approximately $25 for 10 pools, but there's a pity system that guarantees a 5-star after 90 pools. This means potentially spending $900 on a single character for a single item, with the added pressure that you know you will get it eventually if you just spend more money. It's just a classic case of the sunk cost fallacy, where someone resists abandoning a strategy because they're invested deeply into it. It becomes so tempting to just do one more pool, but it was EA who brought the very worst form of loot boxes to gaming and pushed it to children.
Here I thought it was Overwatch, really? It wasn't Overwatch. Aww.
FIFA Ultimate Team is a perfect example of this. It
Excuse you, it's his fault.
generated 29% of EA's entire revenue. And it works like this: you buy packs of virtual cards. You don't know what's in them, it's pure RNG, meaning it's using a random number generator, just like a slot machine. Then they used influencer marketing at a massive scale, advertising unrealistically impressive card pools to get everyone hooked. And so
Bro, you actually have to be aware of who these people are, because I don't know, man. What's 98 centimeter? What is 98 centimeter? What are we talking about, gentlemen? What does this man has that is 98 centimeter? Please, you have to tell me. That's not that's 98 centimeter. What does he have that I don't? He's massive. Bro, that's almost a meter. Wow. A meter. That's centimeter. I'm sorry, buddy.
And suddenly, if you didn't do this, you would always be at a massive
It's his dick.
disadvantage compared to others who spent
Addison.
more on this.
His name is Sucker! Oh no.
That's why there's tons of
Respectfully.
stories of people losing thousands on these games. Kids buying hundreds of packs on credit cards.
Boy 11 Rex's 6,000 Bro, that kid would be sleeping out in the doghouse until he's 18 so he can pay me back. Jesus.
That their parents can't afford. People have literally gone into rehab for this. Belgium and the Netherlands eventually declared EA's loot boxes illegal gambling. They threatened fines up to 800,000 euros and 5 years imprisonment, doubled if you're selling to minors. EA tried to fight this in court and lost, but practically everywhere else, it's just business as usual. When Star Wars Battlefront 2 came out with its brutal loot box system, EA finally felt compelled to
Bro, loot box system in a Star Wars game? Bro.
defend their business practices on Reddit, saying, quote, "The intent is to provide players with a sense of pride."
Oh, I'm sorry. I actually want Princess Leia with the double D's. I'm hoping to pull her.
An accomplishment. This became the most downvoted comment in Reddit history, with 673,000 downvotes. This is exactly what Big Tech, BlackRock, and the Saudi government want a piece of. Gaming had cracked something that social media platforms had been chasing for years. People willingly paying money to stay hooked. Facebook could keep you scrolling, but monetizing that compulsion was tricky. Games just asked you for your credit card, and you practically handed it over. The other difference was scale and precision. Gaming companies knew that loot boxes worked. Tech companies knew why they worked and how to maximize their effectiveness to generate more value for shareholders.
They are playing on me. I am what a weak man. You put a pair of tits and a fat ass in front of me and I'm like, oh Lord, I need it.
They had the testing infrastructure, the behavioral data, and the models that could predict exactly when someone was about to quit versus when they were one purchase away from staying. I do wonder though whether we might...
You know, I wish I could gaslight the game into like thinking when it's about gotcha that I'm going to totally leave, so that they are like, oh no, it's okay. I will give you that thing. Just stay, please, stay with us.
Have actually accepted the rise of aggressive microtransactions to some extent if the games themselves kept improving and blowing our minds. But it's
Didn't Genshin do something like this? Bro, Genshin didn't give two fucks about me.
been the exact opposite. And this shows you what they stole from the gaming experience itself. That
Bro, I don't want to be a hater, but I hate Fortnite's aesthetic so much. It's so... I'm not even sure how to describe it. It's just cartoony. It's such a low effort thingy. Maybe this is an old footage. Maybe it looks better now. It's just everything is so rubbery and lame and round and childlike.
that feeling of a shared memory with your friends.
Oh my god. Can you tell that she's an e-girl? She has pink hair. And she's playing something very vibrant. And she has this fucking headset that literally no one has. Because this is not how gamers game with like a little, whatever, microphone. Oh, is it a fanboy? Oh, it could be a fanboy. Does it have cat ears? Oh yeah.
It's all just been ripped away by games that just suck time after time.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine something as beloved as Call of Duty, which had Hans Zimmer composing the music, and MLG memes completely taking over the discourse online. But in the same last 10 years, it's now one of the most
Fucking Hans Zimmer? Damn. That must have been a long time ago.
hated franchises in history. The Infinite Warfare trailer that dropped in 2016 became the second most disliked video on YouTube with over.
Is it the one where they replaced the dudes with women because they are strong, independent women, and absolutely everyone knows that women were totally into pew pew and war, and they are absolutely as good as fighting and war as men. I really do like that trope. It really does make me happy.
3.9 million.
No, they are better. Okay. They just walk up to the enemy and just like, actually, you shooting at me is actually really problematic. So if you could just stop before I report you, that would be really nice. Thank you.
Dislikes. But at least you could pay for some weird camo. Then they held the Modern Warfare remaster, which is the game everyone actually wanted, behind expensive Infinite Warfare bundles. When Microsoft later bought ZeniMax, Bethesda's parent company, for $7.5 billion in cash, they had one chance to prove it could work. And to be fair, their first game, Starfield, got decent scores, but once people got stuck in, it just felt so empty. Thousands of planets to explore, but few of them had anything interesting on them. Then came mods.
Starfield. It's a great big world.
Except this time they were called creations.
Far,
We're talking an absolutely outrageous $7 for a 15-minute quest in a $70 game. Within 2 years, players dropped 97% to around 3,700.
Ah, dude, I have to check it. Now he pulled out the thing. What is it? Starfield. It's better than High Guard. Honestly, it's better than High Guard. High Guard was on 760 something. Yeah, and it came out 2.5 years ago. Yeah, 10 out of 10, solid.
Average players. For perspective, Skyrim still has some 20,000 daily.
There's no way. Still? Ain't no way. Do I just see this one? No, maybe the special edition? Skyrim. Special edition? Ooh. Spicy. Almost 30k. Ah, ooh la la. That's a lot of potatoes.
Players. Other new games don't even work when they're released. When the highly anticipated Fallout 76 dropped in November 2018, there were over 200 bugs.
Hey, wait, so does it mean no head? At all? Nothing? Bro.
200 bugs identified at launch, leading to a 56GB day one patch. They'd advertised a $200 Power Armor edition with a West-Tech canvas duffel bag, but what actually shipped was cheap nylon. And so,
do you remember when they had that like development room or something where you have one item each of everything in the game, and someone broke in and they just like started stealing stuff within the game? That was the good stuff.
everyone blew up about it. When people complained, their response was to offer a pathetic 500 atoms, roughly $5 worth of in-game currency, as compensation for a $200 purchase. It turned out they'd given actual canvas bags to influencers at a private event.
Hello, we are sorry that you aren't happy. We hear you.
Month before, whereas regular customers, the ones dumb enough to pay $200, got the garbage. That didn't just feel like incompetence anymore. It was just pure contempt for those who'd love the
Actually, it's not garbage, it was garbage, and it was part of the experience, okay?
franchise the most. Sure, there have been a few anomalies in recent years, Red Dead Redemption, Elden Ring, Battlefield 3. But you get a game like that every few years, whereas it used to be a few every single year. And even these rare exceptions are constantly pushed back or cancelled. Speaking of which, you've probably heard that GTA 6 is once again delayed.
It's coming, okay? I am like 99.9% sure that it will definitely not be delayed another year. No, they promised. Okay, it's happening, it's coming. It will definitely, it's now, No, November, okay? November this year. It's coming. And also the GameCube with Half-Life 3 is also coming, okay? Just don't look for the copium supply. It's coming. It's all coming.
It's a game that's expected to cost an unprecedented $2 billion to
Must be
make,
true.
more than any game in history. And for some perspective, the Burj Khalifa in Dubai, the literal tallest building in the world, cost more like $1.5 billion and was completed in just 6 years.
Only I can afford that. I have that. Totally. I mean, who doesn't? You have that too, right?
Since it was announced, we've seen 12 Call of Duty games and 8 Assassin's Creed games released in that same time frame. And yet, the GTA franchise will always be better remembered. People don't care if it's going to cost a bunch or when it's even going to be released, because
I am terrified. I think GTA 6 will drop and the performance will be dog shit. The more I look at the graphics, the more I'm just like, my computer would chug. This is a really solid, strong computer. It's going to chug so fucking hard. There will be memory leak all over.
Rockstar is seemingly one of the only AAA studios that still builds the magical game experiences that we had in the...
I literally don't see any reality where this game will launch and the reviews are going to be positive. I'm sure that it will have potential, but it's not finished. I feel it. There is no way that it's cooked. Especially since they keep pushing it back.
Golden era. But this super slow, expensive development model is just so incredibly risky, because making a profit from this kind of game will just become harder and harder without charging through the roof. There's so much...
I don't think it's the hype that is too big. Like, I don't think it's unrealistic to expect a game to run and not have bugs. Like, at this point, I don't think that they are going to downvote it because like it's boring or something. I legit think it's not going to work. Like, you're not going to be able to run it on your computer. It's overhyped as fuck. That will definitely... Yeah, but I don't think it's going to be that. I think it's just going to be buggy as shit.
Much riding on it. It's literally a once-in-a-generation event, and probably the only game that can save gaming right now. How crazy is that? A game people are genuinely excited for that might happen once every day.
Wait, they are going to have Karens in GTA? Oh man, you didn't say so. Ricky, come shot, is that you? After losing the battle against Steam? Oh my god, Ricky, what happened to you? Girl.
It's every decade or so, if we're even lucky. But behind the scenes, while gaming profits are higher than ever because of all of these horrendous in-game transactions sucking money out of players, the working conditions have also become terrible too. We saw this clearly when the gaming publication Kotaku investigated behind the scenes at that car crash Fallout 76 release, where they found evidence of QA testers working 10 hours a day, 6 days a week, with low pay being offered pizza and a $200.
Wow. You get a free pizza? Oh my god, 10 hours a day and you get a... Oh man, okay, but is it a free pizza every day? Or is it like a free pizza per week? And is it a free pizza per person or like the entire office? Okay.
$100 bonus to give up their weekends. Some testers had their bathroom breaks timed.
Damn.
One said they'd fantasized about breaking a bone on the stairs so they'd be too injured to come to work.
Oh, that's so fucking morbid. I'm sorry. I guess I will just like break my fucking leg so that I don't have to come in.
Think about that. That's the kind of thing that happens in a labor camp in China. And the gaming industry has laid off something like 45,000 workers since 2022. When Microsoft bought Activision for nearly $69 billion, they immediately cut thousands of people. Unity, Sony, the same story. And a lot of these people were the OG developers of the greatest games, the actual artists with the creativity behind the games that made our childhoods. Then one day they're just laid off in a Zoom call by these giant faceless companies. Or just find...
Remember, we learned from Ubisoft, if your game is doing badly, what you have to do is that put another layer of management above the already existing 5 layers of management. That's the only thing that will work. Only one again. Again!
Finding out from social media before HR even tells them. And so you can see how anything remotely human has been hollowed out of the industry in the name of efficiency. So they don't respect the studios, they don't respect the developers. And you know what else they don't respect? The actual stories and worlds that made these franchises valuable in the first place. Just look at what Netflix did to The Witcher.
We don't talk about The Witcher. We don't talk about. There is only one season of The Witcher. What a shame. That was a really good season. I do wish that there would have been another season, but unfortunately, there was only one season of The Witcher.
According to a former writer on the
So
show,
sad.
some of the writers actively disliked the books and games, and would even mock the source material in the writer's room. They hired people who didn't just not care about the thing they were adapting, they actively made fun of it. Henry Cavill, who was a massive fan of the books and games,
Imagine being so lucky that you literally get Henry Cavill, who was coming off of like the whole Justice League Superman thing, still carrying that massive clout to be in your fucking Netflix TV show, and you fumble so hard. And he was actually good at it, and he loved the series, and oh man, what a bunch of fucking losers.
spent 3 seasons fighting the showrunner to stay faithful to the source material.
So
it got
sad.
so bad they had to leave after season 3, and then the viewership collapsed with it. The prequel, Blood Origin, got an outrageously bad 13% audience score on Rotten Tomatoes.
Didn't watch it, never going to watch it. I can be bored as fuck and I will still not watch it.
So far, this all looks like a classic tale of corporate corruption and greed, but there's honestly a darker edge to this all. I mean, you've got to wonder, are people actually having fun when they even play these games these days? There's a
Bro, I love Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk was so good. I know they needed like 4 more years to actually fix it up, but God, Cyberpunk was so good.
crucial difference between fun and compulsion. Fun is intrinsic, it arises from genuine engagement with the game world, from solving challenging puzzles, from collaborating with friends, making memories, socializing, and feeling really immersed in a different world. Compulsion is extrinsic, driven by the promise of external rewards, by fear of missing out, by the nagging feeling that you need to keep playing even when you're not enjoying it.
Don't remind me, the Genshin Impact dailies. Oh, I feel like that was... I have never felt like doing homework in a game, but that's what Genshin Impact dailies were. I was like, ooh, I just have to log in so that I will not... I will have to do my dailies. And I was just like, oh, I'm so bored. I was so fucking bored. And I was like, why am I doing this to myself? I literally logged in. I did my dailies and I logged out. I didn't want to play. I couldn't be bothered. I was not interested in anything. And then, like a retard, I was just waiting for the next event or like the next patch, and I was like, I can't do this. Why? I'm not even having fun. How much did you spend? I didn't spend much. I only wanted the fuck. I forgot her name suddenly. The little red girl who bumps things.
Rewiring.
Klee. I only wanted Klee. That's all. I didn't really. No, not true. Ganyu. I did buy Ganyu because she was hot as fuck. Yeah, I gooned to Ganyu. I'm sorry.
Your brain with addictive gambling mechanisms.
Oh my god. Did I break my YouTube? YouTube, please don't give up on me. I love you.
Scan Reddit and YouTube comments, and you'll find tons of posts just saying the same thing.
Dude, why did I have asked the same question of myself? Me too. I was like, ooh, am I like too old? Did I just grow out of it? And then I find a game that is actually really fucking fun and I can't stop playing it. And I was like, nope, it wasn't that. Nope, no, it's not that. Because I can still legit play for, like, I wake up and I go to sleep and I can play games. It's just most of the games are slop.
I just don't
Yeah.
enjoy playing games anymore. 63% of people don't even buy games now, an all-time low. And players no longer care about so many of the things that made those early games from the golden era just so magical. Most gamers today care less about strategic thinking and planning when playing games than the average gamer did back in June 2015. The reality is, hard isn't profitable anymore. Hard games might get a cult following, but they'll never be as profitable as easy accessible brain rot games like Fortnite. Or even
Yeah, but like, dude, like, kids have like the attention span of like 5 seconds. Bro, I have the attention span of like 5 seconds. And I'm being generous. Like, I see it of myself when I'm like watching TV, but also I'm reading Twitter on the PC, but also have TikTok on and I'm scrolling. Huh? What did you say? I'm cooked. That's all I'm saying. I'm freaking cooked. Okay, my brain cells are actually rotting and it's over for me. Are you smarter than a goldfish? Unlikely. Unlikely.
Just random stuff like Subway
That might be ADHD though. Nah, man. It can't be. I am mentally very well, actually.
suffers. So why are revenues still so high? Well, it all does really just come down to these random rewards and how addictive they are. But there's absolutely nothing random about how they're designed to extract profits from players. Back in the 1930s, a Harvard psychologist named B.F. Skinner built a book.
That is a very strange name to be called a B.F. Skinner. His daughter must have been like, "Oh yeah, this is my father, B.F. Skinner." Wow, unfortunate.
I legit
naming.
remember a time where games came out and you actually owned them.
Right?
And there were no updates possible after release. And my most favorite games from that time were the Wario Land games.
Aww, so cute.
Box with a rat inside. The rat pressed a lever and got food, that's simple. But then
Oh my god, I'm a rat. Oh my god.
Skinner made the rewards random. Press, you get nothing. Press, nothing again. Press, this time, you get the food.
He trained the fucking rat to pull on Genshin Impact. Oh my god. Fuck me, man.
The rat went absolutely berserk, pressing thousands of times, never knowing when the next pellet would drop. Skinner said you could do this with any animal. He turned a pigeon into a pathological gambler in a demonstration. This
Wow. God damn it. Link, if you're behaving badly, then I'm going to make you become a gambler. You are only getting dinner if you press the button.
is the mechanism behind every random loot box in every game you've ever played, because they draw on the same underlying psychology. Genshin generates an average of $1.6 billion in annual revenue, and is one of the most egregious examples of using addictive psychology for player profit extraction.
Holy
Loot
shit.
boxes come with low drop rates of under 1% for top tier items, costing approximately $25 for
Highguard could never.
10 pulls, but there's a pity system that guarantees a 5-star after 90 pulls. This means potentially spending $900 on a single character for a single item, with the added pressure that you know you will get it eventually if you spend more. Valve even, who were once the good guys, actually pioneered these exploitation techniques. Here's a stat that will truly shock you. By April 2019, over 71% of the most played Steam games featured loot boxes, with 86% containing cosmetic microtransactions.
Listen, you can't blame a man, okay? Like, we are sorry we were seduced by monies. I'm so sorry.
Valve earned nearly $1 billion from Counter-Strike loot boxes in 2020.
I should start like a game, like and something with loot boxes, something with battle passes. We should start like something Gamba. That would be so cool.
3 alone.
Let's go!
They claim they have no business relationship with gambling sites, and yet their entire system enables a massive grey market of skin gambling, in addition to cryptocurrency laundering. In late 2024, DayZ creator Dean Hall finally called them out directly on what we've been talking about in this video. Quote, Valve does not get anywhere near enough criticism. I'm honestly disgusted with the gambling mechanics in video games at all. They have absolutely no place.
Listen, Gaben needed the yacht, but now that he has a yacht, he's a good guy, okay? It's the past. We are not like that anymore. Are they like that? No, they are not. They can't be. They are good boys now.
Yanis, who worked as Valve's economist, said in 2024 that Valve helped create a hellscape,
Second yacht.
which he described
No, this Bobby Kotick. Everyone knows that Bobby Kotick has the second yacht.
as techno-feudalism.
How much is a yacht? Can I buy a yacht? How much is a yacht? It can't be that expensive. It's a boat. How much is a yacht? How much? It's over $1 million. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, I cannot buy a yacht.
Where corporations profit from digital
Do you need it? I want it.
platforms they fully control. Consumers live inside what he calls a digital fiefdom, where they don't own anything. They're forever paying some form of rent. Practically everything demands a subscription or a small ongoing cost. Eroding
Where are you going to put it? I have a bathtub that I'm not using. I don't mean to flex like that, but I never used that bathtub. I was thinking over there.
our ability to own anything outright. And he's just right on so many levels. Levels that go
Aww.
beyond gaming and percolate into every inch of our digital society. You don't own your software anymore, it's all subscriptions. You don't own your music or movies, it's Spotify and Netflix, until they decide to pull content you paid for. You don't own your home.
That is actually bullshit. I hate it when Netflix changes the fucking things. It's like, oh, I want to watch something. It's not there. Go suck a dick. Or I will give you worse. When they are unwilling to put subtitles on. I'm like, I know that the subtitle exists. Why is there no subtitle on it? I am deaf. And you guys are min-maxing the voice engineering thing is so badly. You only get the German subtitle. Please.
Blackstone bought them all and now you're a permanent renter. Even your job isn't stable anymore. Welcome to the gig economy where you own nothing, not even job security. You want to buy a car? You're going to start needing a subscription.
Bro, who buys a car with a subscription? Do people do that? Like 820? I mean, I guess they must, but looking at Scoot, I don't know. I don't have a car. What would be the point of me? I can't drive. They will be pushing this shit. It's called a lease. I don't, bro. But what if the interest goes up? Then you're cooked. Doesn't it sometimes happen that the interest just goes up for no reason at all, and then you're just like freaking cooked? No. Okay, if it doesn't happen, then it's good. My mom always told me never buy anything that I can't afford, because if the interest rate goes up, then I will be fried, and then she's going to laugh at me, and I will not mentally survive that.
Too. Once tech proved it worked, once they conditioned an entire generation.
What do you buy then? Lamps. I have a lot of lamps. Lot of lamps.
To think you own nothing and be happy was normal, every other industry took notes. The gaming industry is a massive innovator of this model, making
I don't even know these characters. Who the fuck are you? Is that a boy? Is that a girl? I don't even know.
Making gaming
I think that's over, right? I don't know.
companies compulsive and endless and boring. You don't need to make people happy with creativity and immersive world building, you just need to make them unable to stop and rake it in from ongoing transactions. Why spend 5 years crafting the next Skyrim when you can spend 6 months building a live service game with a battle pass, daily
So
challenges
true.
and FOMO mechanics that just keep people logging in every single day? You probably noticed that highly anticipated games just fail so often.
Concord, my beloved. Listen, Concord failed so hard that they literally created an entire new genre. I think that's respectable. I think that's freaking amazing.
These days. But the truth is, they rarely matter to the executives making the decisions. Because when it does work, when you get a Fortnite, a Genshin Impact, and Apex Legends, the money is so obscene that it justifies every failure.
9 billion. Oh my lord. Fortnite made 9 billion. Bro. Oh god, I wish I could go back in time and invest into shit. Like buy Bitcoin, Apple stocks, Microsoft stocks. I don't, literally anything.
Along the way. But there is another side to all of this that does offer a small glimmer of hope. In 2024, indie games made up nearly half of all Steam revenue. 5 of the top 10 highest grossing games on Steam were indie titles. Tools like Unity and Unreal Engine made it possible for small teams to build games without massive budgets. Platforms like Steam let them reach players directly. When you're not answering to shareholders demanding massive growth every quarter, you can focus on making something genuinely great. But it's not exactly a fair fight. For every success story you hear about, there are thousands of developers who spent years making games almost nobody plays.
Aww.
And even the successful ones are competing against a huge money-making machine.
Oh my god, spoilers, why is the girl disappearing?
AAA studios have marketing
She became dust. What the fuck, spoilers?
budgets bigger than entire
I
indie
haven't played it yet.
development costs. They have established franchises, brand recognition, and algorithms that favor them. Small teams are making better games with a fraction of the
Oh, yeah.
resources, but the system is designed to crush them anyway. And I think the saddest part is how we've just accepted this as normal. An entire generation of gamers has grown up thinking this is what games are supposed to be. And yet they'll never know the feeling of buying a game, loading it up, and it's yours to enjoy without any intrusion or additional investment except maybe the occasional DLC that you genuinely look forward to. They'll never understand why you get that faraway look in your eyes when you talk about Halo 3 or the first time you played Skyrim. What are we handing down to them? What world are we leaving behind? The industry makes
Oh, they are cooked. I will be honest with you, I'm not really worried. I am like 80% sure that within a few hundred years, humanity is going to cook the planet so far that like we will get wiped out or something. So I'm not really worried about it. That's like what, like 2 generation at top, 2, 3, I don't know.
more money than ever, but we've lost something that can't be measured in revenue.
It's going to be just a bit different. No, it's either we are going to go down the Terminator route or like the Matrix route. There will be something. Get a few decades? Oh shit. Too soon.
Curiosity, adventure, discovery, and community.
Too
Whatever you used to
soon.
feel, it's just fading away. People keep playing even though they're not content or
Fallout
happy like they
route,
once
no.
used to be. We had something special. We had worlds we could get lost in, stories that stayed with us, moments we still remember years later. Now you can see they just traded it all the way for microtransactions, endless gameplay seasons, and loot boxes. For something that makes us all measurably less happy while they get richer and richer, destroying video games in the process.
Thanks, XQC. Thank you so much. I can't believe that this is all because of XQC. Can you believe this? This is all because of him. I can't believe he had done this. Motherfucker. The hoe. Bring back Harambe. I don't even think Harambe can help us at this point. I think it is too late. We are already cooked. It is going to be over, gentlemen.